Hi, I'm Josh Britton, president at imageOne. So what is optimization? Well, in essence, it's really about getting the right devices in the right places for the right users. Now, the benefits of optimization are really threefold. First, you can reduce your costs, potentially significantly. Secondly, you can reduce complexity, in particular the complexity involved in supporting an environment for both your IT teams as well as your other support staff. And thirdly, you can actually improve the user experience, fill holes or gaps in user experience that exist today. Now, when you want to enact an optimization strategy, you really want to begin with understanding what does your current fleet look like today. You want to take a 360-degree view of this. So, of course, it starts with looking at the devices themselves. Where are they located in your environment? Which ones are in which locations? What are their functions? And, of course, how are they used? What are their utilizations? You look at for things like devices that are perhaps overutilized or devices, conversely, that are underutilized. Perhaps devices that are used in ways that they're not really intended or have features that aren't being used at all. Now, once you really get that understanding, you want to extend beyond, and this is where the 360-degree view comes in. You want to extend beyond the machines themselves and look at the actual user base. How are they using these devices? What's working and what isn't for them? As an example, do you have people traveling great distances to try to reach machines that have functionality that they need? That'd be an example of a less than ideal user experience. So once you have that 360-degree view, you can then turn your attention towards seeking out opportunities to optimize that environment. Now, there are a myriad of ways you could do that. I'll just share a couple with you here that we see often. One in particular is what we call standardization. So here, it's really about paring down the makes and the models that you have in the environment to a smaller set. This actually makes it a lot easier to support, and it's also a lot easier for usability and training of your users if you have a smaller set of makes and models to choose from. Now, beyond that, you can also look at redundancies. So where do you have multiple devices that are maybe very, very close together with really the same functionality? Is that really necessary? Conversely, are there perhaps areas, print deserts, we might call them, where you could shift one of those devices over to for a better overall user experience. So looking at where your devices are located and shifting those redundancies is a great benefit of optimization. And a third thing we see often is looking for devices that, like I said before, have functionality that's never used. You want to be careful that you don't continue to purchase those types of devices. So by cycling out of those more expensive devices that have functionality that users aren't using and into ones that are lower cost and better meet the needs, you can create a great cost savings without any negative impact to user experience. So these are just a couple of examples of the ways in which you can optimize your environment. Of course, there are many others, but if you're looking to reduce your costs, simplify the support, and actually improve the user experience along the way, optimization might be the right strategy for you.